Time never wasted, fakes I replace them, hoes I never chase them. Burner in the waistband, home of the wasteland, Belgian hot raceland, California city of angels and stars spangled. Concrete jungle streets, watch out for the danger mangle from any angle. A piece of cake to do the tango. No bueno in El Calle, nigga, watch out for my lingo. I don't work, I don't eat, mad circle. Gotta pay my dues and keep it low profile. Like Coolio in the county line, I'm bound to get mine. I don't do crime stoppers or neighborhood watch. Bound to run up in your neighbor's home and gaffle his watch. LP, baby, boot camp, Central Shady, Lamont, Safford and Grady was having different strokes and good times. CQ said it best, I rock the good rhymes. Papa need brand new shoes and a t-shirt. Tired cause my feet hurt, diligent work. I don't please skirts, make them run marathons till their feet hurt. Stand fast to the fullest, nigga, show you how a G work. Lokes, Levi's, Chuck T's and t-shirts. Ain't no love, ain't no peace talk, we walk diligent. Gangsta cause we militant, smoking and we hella bent. Roaring like an elephant, West Coast rider for life, nigga. And it's evident, ain't no love, ain't no peace. Good morning, good afternoon. More than likely, good afternoon. I want to talk about the times that we're living in right now. Where have the times gone? What happened to the times? The good times. The good times when you had no worries. Everything wasn't just fun, but the fun that you did have, you didn't have to worry because times weren't as hard. The good times, like the show. Man, in the 90s, in the early 2000s, we lived. And of course, this is life. Life is always going to be life. But at a time right now, it's never been so hard than right now. The good times, where you used to go to the club, have a couple drinks, meet a chick, date chicks, talk on the phone to chicks, eat good food, surround yourself with your family members, go to barbecues, picnics. And those things probably still exist today for some people. But for the majority, it's a rat race. People out here trying to survive, trying to live, trying to stay alive. It's crazy. We used to surround ourselves by our friends. We can pull up to the homie's house and they'd be outside in front of the house, in front of the apartment, sitting on chairs, lawn chairs, fold up chairs, maybe sipping on something, maybe not. Outside smoking a little bit of reefer, maybe not. Outside chilling, talking, enjoying the weather, laughing, playing, clowning, maybe slapping some bones, some dominoes or something, you know what I mean? Grandmama in the house cooking up, maybe it's breakfast time, maybe it's lunch, maybe somebody just barbecued a little while ago and took the meat up off the grill. Now they inside cooking the sides for the meal, you know what I mean? And you outside kicking it with your homies, might be drinking on a pop or, a couple of soda pops or something like that, or soda. Man, the times. Playing a little bit of music, maybe some oldies, some Art LeBeau, some old school rap, maybe some new school rap. Who knows? But it was the time where everything was good. Everything was fine. It didn't take a lot to make money. Hustles came a dime a dozen, You was out here getting your money. But at the same time, since things weren't so hard, guess what? You didn't save, you didn't invest, you just spent. As money came, money left. You didn't think about your future like you were supposed to, or like people do today, because times are so trying right now, you have to. And a lot of the people, more than less, have to penny pinch. Figure out where their next dollar is coming from, and whatever dollars that they do have coming in, they have to keep it. Everything's a sacrifice. You know, what happened to going to the lake, riding jet skis, boats, or just hanging outside on a rainy day by yourself or with one of your homies, one of your partners, or maybe even your girlfriend, and enjoying the rain, or sitting in the car while the rain is beating on the windshield. And you decide, hey, I want to take a ride, and you hit the highway, and you listen to that good music, maybe some R&B, maybe some Pimp C, maybe some Too Short, maybe some Mystical, maybe some Guns N' Roses. Paradise City. Take me down to the Paradise City where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Oh, won't you take me home? Man, good times. Kids used to go outside and skateboard at the skateboard park. Or they'd be outside on their block skating. Didn't have to worry about somebody coming by and harming your kids as much as you do now. Kids don't even go outside no more. They can't. And the parents can't afford to have them go outside because there's so much going on in the world outside. And a lot of people just stay inside. They stay inside the house. Either can't afford to be outside or just don't want to deal with the everyday rat race outside, the everyday drama, the sirens, the guns, the gunfire, the fighting. You know, you go into a Costco today, you don't never know if somebody else in there with you is going to get to shooting, fighting. It's a big old brawl because somebody was stealing, or a gang of people that came in and ransacked the warehouse, the building, the store. And you were in there at the same time. It's hectic. You got to watch yourself walking down the street because people are run you over in their car and keep going. What happened to the good times, the safer times? Used to be in the house, and not for everybody, but you could sit back and have dinner with your family at the dinner table. People don't even eat at dinner tables no more. You be in your room watching TV or watching cartoons, and they call you to the front to have breakfast. And everybody's at the breakfast table eating. No silence. Now, if you do go to the table, it's silence. Oh, guess what? Everybody's on their phone because everybody's stipulated by the internet. They stipulated by their mobile phones, cell phones. See, back in the day, we used to have pagers. Beep, 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 beep. Damn, who was this? And if you was outside, you had to go to the payphone and put 20 cents in the payphone, or 25 cents, or 50 cents, depending on where you was calling. You know, and that'll last you the whole phone call. Then it gradually went up to where every few minutes or so, you had to put more change in the phone just to continue the call. I remember scraping up change just to use the phone as a youngster. Times was different. And at times was hard, but they were easy and fun and not as difficult. You can get a job like that. Now, finding a job, whether you're a felon or not a felon, that difficult. I just talked to my nephew on the phone yesterday. He said, man, Unc, I've been on Indeed. I've been everywhere, man. I've been searching the internet, looking for a job. Can't find it. Can't find one. And this young man was in the military. Go figure. Man, what happened to the days when you can go outside and ride your bike, kick it with your homies, your friends, walk through the park? You can't even go to the park now. And the cold thing about it is things are so territorial, you don't know if you're going to come out the park alive. Kids can't even go to the park because you have a park full of strangers or individuals and you don't know who to trust. You got a creep over there, a vigilante over there, and a predator over there. And you got to watch your kid with every measure. Because you don't want nothing to happen to your kid. Times is different. What happened to the good times? Good times. Who remembers Soul Train? Man, we used to wake up on Saturday morning and my mama would put that Soul Train on, or my brother would put that Soul Train on. Boy, Don Cornelius, tell me about it. He brought a lot of joy to people's lives, Don Cornelius did. The Soul Train line, people dancing in that line, coming down that thing, man. You understand me? Hey, what happened to the good times? Remember Saturday morning cartoons? They don't even have Saturday morning cartoons. Heathcliff. Tom and Jerry. You know, Batman, Spider-Man. They have it now, but it's not the same. Everything is animated. Like really animated. But during them times, it brought you so much joy. What happened to auntie or grandmama? Up at 3, 4 in the morning, brewing coffee. And you come out, you like, Grandmama, what's that smell? Oh, boy, that's coffee. Why? That's coffee. What? Coffee? Little did I know, I wouldn't really know what coffee tastes like until I went to the LA County Jail. And they were serving coffee in the morning for the inmates. Coffee. We would drink that coffee and we would be animated, perked up, on the go, minds going, thinking about hitting that phone, thinking about calling your loved ones, your girlfriend, your wife, your child's mother. Oh, I'm getting off subject. My bad. But yeah, grandmama was perking that coffee and it smelled so good in the morning. Boy, I remember my auntie, yeah, she still perk it to today. That's why I perk it. It's nothing like a good cup of coffee in the morning. Folgers, now it's Starbucks. But hey, it still gets perked. It tastes good and it smells good. What happened to the times? You know, what happened to the times where we were outside playing marbles? Hot Wheels? Man, used to go to the store and buy a gang of Hot Wheels, a gang of marbles, RC cars. You take that car and you drive that thing up and down the sidewalk, in the driveway, in the backyard if you had one. And that battery go dead and you'd have to go recharge that thing. And, you know, you ran that thing till you got tired and didn't want to drive it no more. And then you would move on to the next thing. Maybe you had some army men. You know the little army men? They were green and they had a little platform at the bottom. And you used to play with them and act like that you was in war, at battle. Come on, man. What happened to the days? On a Sunday afternoon, a lot of Shutter Brown. Them were the type of songs that made you feel so good inside. And for my Mexican buddies, Latin Active, for my black folks, Warren G, Will Smith, Summertime, Summertime, summertime. What happened to the days, the good old days, the good old times, where a dollar had value? Now a dollar is just like not even having a penny in your pocket. $100 had value. Now $100 is like having a dollar in your pocket. $1,000 is like having 10. And 100,000? You know how many times I done seen 100,000? Back in the day, 100,000 was like having $1 million. Now $100 can just float in the wind. I kid you not. 100,000? Man, I done seen 200,000, 300,000, 500,000. And even now, that's not a lot of money. What happened to the times? The good times. You know, the times where when you was young, you used to talk on the phone all night to your girlfriend or somebody that you was interested in. Those were the good times. Or how about when you be in your room talking on the phone and your mama be in her room? Because this actually happened. And she get on the phone and she would say, "Hey, boy, you still on the phone?" I say, "Yeah, well, you got school in the morning." I said, "Man, but I'm on the phone." "Well, you need to get off the phone. You got 2 minutes to tell whoever you on the phone with that you got to go." She get on there and embarrass you. Goddamn, mama. Hey, and you still be on the phone after she hang up. She done picked up the phone in her room, and it was like a stationary phone. And you maybe on the cordless, you only had one cordless, or maybe you was on the stationary phone too. So she get off the phone, she give you your 2 minutes to get off the phone before she embarrass you. You already know. So I'm still on the phone. And she get back on the phone and say, "Didn't I tell you to get off the phone? You still on the phone, boy? Excuse me. But whoever this is, I told this to get off the phone, and he's still on the phone. He gotta go. Matter of fact, don't if you called here, don't call my house no more." Matter of fact, he can't even talk on the phone. He will not be on the phone for a whole week because he don't know how to listen and embarrass you. You be like, "God damn," and you be mad to the point where you already thinking in your head like, "Damn, tomorrow I ain't even coming home." And whoever you was on the phone with, you just spend the day out with them. Might not show up home till late night, and then she be mad because you came home late and she wondering where you at. But you trying to escape not being able to communicate with your chick, you know? And I'm doing this because that's the feeling you got in your heart, you know what I mean? When you was just having a good time, a good conversation, and you was talking to a chick and a girl, and she just put a smile on your face and kept a smile on your face. It don't matter if you was a hood dude or a regular dude, you know? Because we all had them type of vibes and type of feelings, you know what I mean? And you would be having that music going in the background. Shit, even then we had incense and stuff like that. We used to take, you know, the little Christmas trees, the little trees that have scents on them, like scent, like smell, that type of scent. We should take them and put a little fire to them and have the scent, the aroma in the air, and light the incense and have a little bit of maybe some key sweat or something in the background, or some, you know, some who knows, some SWV or whatever you listen to in the background while you on the phone getting your Mac on, you dig? Hey, moms come in the room after embarrassing you and wondering why your room ain't cleaned up and your bed ain't made. She ain't even cooked dinner. You didn't care about dinner anyway because you was so happy that you was on the phone with that chick. That's all you could think about.
The good times. What happened to the good times? Man. Times you couldn't wait to get to school and see that girl. Couldn't wait to get to school to have fun or fuck off with your homies, your friends, your partners, your aces, your coon poons. The good times. What happened to the good times? House parties. Remember house parties? We used to have house parties, and it was by invite, and then you would also have them dudes and them chicks that would show up that wasn't invited, but we still had a good time. Hey, how about when we used to get on the phone, the party line, and everybody be on there? It'd be gangbangers, squares, all type of mother. And we be on the party line, having fun, talking to chicks. The good times. What happened to the good times? It seems like those times have disappeared. And it's many individuals, many people that still participate in some good times today. But it's more likely that less people are having good times because people are out here struggling. People are out here robbing Peter to pay Paul. People are out here trying to figure out where their next dollar, next meal is coming from. We have a homeless crisis. We have wars going on. Excuse me. It's a lot going on. But we still are optimistic for some good times. You got to have some type of good times today to get you past and over the bad times that we're going through. Everybody stay focused, stay positive, and remember those good times. Let's have some good times. And if you're having some good times and you know me, invite me to some of those good times because I'm going to show up. Fly Guy Trucker Boy TV. Dig that.